Good morning, student. We are going to continue lesson number 4, creation of the Mughal Empire. In this chapter, we are learning about the Mughal Empire. Student, already I have explained to you the first battle of Panipat, 1526. It is the most important date. It is the date and the year when the Mughal foundation was founded by Babur in India. Afterwards, he fought different battles with the Indian Rajput rulers like Maharana Saga and some other Afghan rulers also. Afterwards, he established his empire in Delhi. Afterwards, his son Humayun, who sat on the throne, this also we have talked for the two times. It means 1532, 1540. He sat on the throne. Then 50 for the almost 15 years he have to flee from his empire, and then again he have gained his force and the strength, and he got his empire in 1555 and 56 he died. So when he because he got the different enemies and the rebellions from his father, so it was going on, and the many persons was against the Mughal empire. This also had got inheritance, like a hereditary to his son Akbar. When Akbar sat on the throne in 1556, he was too young, only the 13 years old. At the time, his guardian, it means supporter Bairam Khan, he supported him. Not only all kinds, all the activities, but also to help him in the administrative field. With the help of the Bairam Khan, Akbar have defeated to Hemu in the second battle of Panipat that has been took place in 1556. 1556 it was the second battle of Panipat. So in this way we can understand Akbar was one of the most impressive ruler in the Mughal dynasty. He thought only to taking in the Islamic religion, the Islamic persons, it is not good for the inhabitant of the India. That's why he adopted and he adopt the good policies which was having the good relation with the Indian Rajput rulers. That's why he have done so many policies that is known as the Rajput policies. He married with the different Rajput princes. He also had developed a good relation with the Rajput rulers, like other ones also. There were the many Rajput rulers, those were in his court. But there were some other rulers also, like the Mewar Rana Uday Singh, who was the son of Rana Saga. It means father of Maharana Pratap. They did not accept his supremacy. As a result, there was the battle of Haldi Ghati between Akbar and Maharana Pratap, who was the grandson of Maharana Saga. Maharana Saga name already I have explained to you. He only the person who called Babur to fought with Ibrahim Lodi, and that is the 1526 first battle of Panipat. So friend, in this way we have to understand the Akbar, who was the most impressive emperor in the Mughal dynasty. He have done so many reformation. He have developed a good relation with the Rajput rulers. He also expansion the territorial areas. He was a very fond of the cultural contributions. Many like the Naim James also famous his court, that is Tansin, Rahim Das, it means Abdul Rahim Khan Khana, Abul Fazal, Mullah Do Piazza, Todermal. So they all the personnel were very good in different field. So it means we can understand Akbar was very fond of the art and culture. Not only this much, Akbar was very fond of the painting also, different kinds of the miniature painting especially that has been developed during the Mughal period. So student, this is the some explanation about the Mughal Empire. Now student, we can understand architecture also developed during the Mughal period. Just we know different buildings, Fatehpur Sikri, Buland Darwaja, okay, Buland Darwaja which is located in the Fatehpur Sikri, Moti Masjid, Jama Masjid, Red Fort, Taj Mahal. There are different kinds of the buildings. These all are the different kinds of the sign of the fine architecture of the Mughal time. One thing other we can understand about the religious policy which has been developed and adopted by Mughal Empire Akbar. So Akbar was in the favor of all kinds of secular outlook. That's why he have believed that it is not a land of only the persons with are belonging to his caste. He given the equal chances to Hindu Rajput rulers and the persons also. So what the things what he have done, we can understand his secular approach led him to the invite scholars from all the religious beliefs that hold discussions with them in the Ibadat Khana. So he developed the Ibadat Khana where they were talking and discussing about the house of worship. It is not the house of worship. They were so Akbar was discussing with the different religious scholars to know about the good things from their religions. He also have destroyed or abolished the jazyas. Jazyas mean one kinds of tax which the poor, which the Hindu people have to pay. It means it is a one kind of pilgrim tax. If they have to go any pilgrim places, any holy places, they have to pay the jazyas one. So this only totally banned by Akbar. Afterwards also student we can understand Akbar had developed a policy of Sulh-e-Ukul. It means the meaning of Sulh-e-Ukul means universal peace. Afterwards he also adopted the Tawhid or Ilahi, which is known as the Deen-e-Ilahi afterwards. It means Deen-e-Ilahi is one kind of new religion where it is a combination of all kinds of the good things from all the religions. So it is a new religion adopted and started by Akbar, Deen-e-Ilahi, which was the reformation or combination of all kinds of good religions. So till now this is about the Akbar. After the Akbar, it means 1605, after his death, his son Salim, okay, 1605 Prince Salim, because Prince Salim got the name of after the great Sufi son Sheikh Salim Chishti. Afterward he known as he famous with the title with the Jahangir. Jahangir means conqueror of the world. Conqueror of the world. It means who have won the world. So this is known as Jahangir. So with this name only, with this title, he sat on the throne. But when he sat on the throne, he have to face many problems. Just we are talking from the Humayun, then Akbar also faced many problems. Many were the different rulers were there, those were against them. So what the challenges before the Jahangir? We can understand. First of all, the revolt from his family only. His son Prince Khusro in alliances with the Raja Man Singh at Lahore. His son only Khusro was against him. So that's why the first the rebellion, the revolt from his family only. Then second one, the Sikhs were also there, like the Guru Arjan Dev was executed for supporting Prince Khusro in rebellion. Okay, that's why this is a story. Guru Arjan Dev was executed, who was supporting the Prince Khusro. So you have to find out the names and the other things in the Mughal Empire. Now student, this area you can see it is the extent of the Akbar Empire. It means when Akbar was the Mughal emperor. So till this area, it means except this Deccan, this is the Deccan places. Here, this all the places till Kandahar, Multan, Lahore, Kabul. You can see this big area, and till here Bihar, Bengal, and some parts of the Orissa. So these parts were captured and consolidated by Akbar. So for a large area. Now student, afterwards Jahangir actually he married with the Noor Jahan. Noor Jahan, which is famous is the Mehrun Nisa, or who was a daughter of Mirza Ghias Beg, who was a noble in the Akbar's court, and who has given her the title of Noor Jahan. Noor Jahan means title of the world. It is considered that she was very a beauty. That's why she got the name the light of world. It means Noor Jahan, but her actually name is the Mehrun Nisa. Okay, so there is the great regard for Noor Jahan by the Emperor Jahangir. So with this this one we can understand in his coins. It means which one the Mughal empires, the coins were there, Jahangir coins were there. There was some signs of the fact that is related with the Noor Jahan. What kinds of the farmans were there, royal orders were there, or some kind of imperial signature. The coins were stuck in her name. So in this way we can understand in 1627 Noor Jahan, she was died, and afterwards Jahangir death, Noor Jahan retired from court and died. Okay, Jahangir died in 1627. Okay, it means Salim he died, and after 1645 Noor Jahan also died. Now afterwards when Jahangir, his son Shah Jahan From 1628 to 1658 he sat on the throne. Now only before that one name came here. I was just want to ask you Khurram. Okay, Khusro is the Khurram. He was known as the name with the earlier name is the Khurram, and afterwards he known as the Shah Jahan. As you know about him, many buildings like the Red Fort, Taj Mahal and others also it was built by Shah Jahan only. Okay, but when he sat on the throne he also have crushed the rebellions those who were against him. So in this way he defeated and killed the chieftain of the Bundelkhand Raja Jujhar Singh in 1636. After he annexed the Ahmednagar, Nizam Shahani, and after he have established his Mughal empire in the Deccan places also. Not only this much, Shah Jahan he have done lots of the reformation in the Mughal empire. It means he had expanded his empire from Kandahar and with the help of his son Aurangzeb and some kinds of the other places also. Okay, Shah Jahan reigned known as the great architectural activities and economic prosperity. And student, one more thing, this is the Mughal period known as the golden period in Indian history, because and especially Shah Jahan period. Okay, Shah Jahan he is known as the builder of the it means he known as the architecture of the building in the Mughal dynasty. He is famous for the architecture of the building. So different buildings, and he was a very fond of art and architectural activities. And this period, especially Shah Jahan period, known as the golden period. All the people are happy and prosperous at that time. Okay, so in this way, Shah Jahan was having the 4 sons, that is known as the Dara Shikoh. He was one famous poet also, Shuja, Murad and Aurangzeb. So student, all of you just we are aware about it. There was some kinds of the war of the succession broke out amongst his son. It means Dara Shikoh, Shuja, Murad and Aurangzeb. But Aurangzeb had declared and proved himself he is the worthy for his throne. So Aurangzeb he sat on the throne. Then we will study about the Aurangzeb 1658 to 1707. So okay student, in this way we can understand about it, how the Mughal empires they have established different the things in their time, for how many years they have founded and for how many years they established their reign in India. So in this way student, we have talked about, till now I have explained to you about the Babur, and then Babur's son Humayun we have learnt. These things also I have already explained to you. Then we have learnt about the Akbar, what were the who just I have explained to you. Akbar was known as the impressive and the most important ruler in the Mughal dynasty. He have done lots of reformation. Then afterwards his son Jahangir, how he was famous and how he have done lots of the rebellion group, how he crushed. And afterwards his son Shah Jahan. Okay, Shah Jahan known as the architecture of the buildings in India, and his period known as the golden period. So in this way student, you can go through all the Mughal emperors and whatever work they have done. So this much today. Thank you. Have a nice